up, guys? Today I'm bringing you our Walker Fab Lab front hanger extension kit. This takes your trail gear front hanger and moves it out a little bit. That way you have a really nice platform to build a bumper off of, and you're getting the maximum out of your solid axle swap kit. Because nobody likes to build it twice. Everyone likes to do it nice. So let's get to it, and I'll explain how I set this up. So first off, you'll project your lower plate, your key plate, to the bottom of the chassis. You're going to want to make sure it's squared, so we'll take a clamp and you'll clamp it. Now on the stock chassis, you're going to have a little gap in here about 1/8 of an inch. This one's about 3/8 of an inch because this center tube has been replaced because it was bent prior to install of this. So we cut it out and replaced it with 2-inch 120 wall square tube, and it'll be fine for what it is, and just holds the frame rails from spreading apart. Is it structurally stronger? Yeah, it could be. Does it really matter? No. But does it need to be there? Yes, it is. It's very critical. So that being said, you're going to project your lower plate up to the frame, clamp it, make sure you're not bending it in the center. You will square it up left and right, front to back, and then that way, once everything is within a 30-second, depends on your tolerance, but I don't really care for any more than 30 seconds. So if it's right within 30 seconds, I'm really happy, because them leaf spring bushings have more play in them than my measurements. So that being said, you will then tack weld your hanger once it is square, or your top plate. You'll then put your lower hanger on and project it, square it up left and right, front to back, and key thing is to use as many measuring points as possible. So I like to measure from here with a square to the body mount, from here with a square to then the front mount up here, as long as these front plates are not bent. If it's bent, then you just got to take what you can get, and then it is what it is. So far I have not had one that came out bad. They all come out pretty good as long as you try and make sure everything is squared up. Your hanger will be then tack welded on. You will then project your little keyed gussets that go in here. You have 6 of them. I like to start on the inside and work my way out one at a time. These are your outside caps. That way you can protect all of the elements from your nice hanger, and you're not getting anything inside there that you can't, wash out. You will then put all your tabs up. I do these two, one, and one, and each time I like to fit up my plate and make sure that it is square. And when I do this, it is perfect every single time. So take your time and do it right. That way you have a very nice product at the end of the day, and you can be proud of what you built. So with that being said, you'll then clamp it here, and then clamp it in the middle. It'll hold it all down flat and true. You can check it with a square just in case, because sometimes parts aren't perfect or something isn't right. So double check that this plate is perfectly flat straight across, and then you will then I like to not weld these in yet. I will tack weld up here and tack weld down here, up here and down here, and then one in the center and one up here, everywhere where I can still get to with a grinder. So if I have to make any changes to this, I can then make those changes. Before you go to tack weld any of those, I did forget, you will want to fully weld these all the way up and around. Okay? Then once that is done, you'll smack your plate up there, put your end caps on, which are these right here that you can bend right in your home vise to a 90-degree angle. You'll smack those up there, weld this up and down and around. You'll grind this smooth so it's nice, flush, and fluent looking. You'll then fill this in with a little bit of weld, make it like a little rampish, or weld this in, do the same thing, and then do a nice bead across the whole thing. You want to weld in 2-inch to 3-inch stitch welds, depending on your welding experience, because you don't want to warp your front hanger, because this is, just a lot of time and money, and you want to have a nice product at the end of the day. So take your time. Improper, install can lead to improper, product at the end. So you want to definitely take the time and have a nice product at the end of the day. But once you get that all welded up, I will then make sure that these are still pressed down. That way everything is fitting nice and flush. You will then weld your keyed slots last, grind them all smooth, and then you have your front hanger kit all done. And then you can proceed to do the rear holes in your frame. Thank you, and hopefully you like our product.